Right, Callum, we're doing another interview for you today, and I want to
Yeah.
ask you some questions on your iPhone 5S. We've done a little bit of a comparison in video to the iPhone 5, and I'll do a separate video on that. We might refer to that in this video. Firstly, what's it like owning one? Is it fast? Is it slow? Like what's the performance of it?
Well, I'm used to an iPad mini just as a general mobile device because I'm poor. But it's a lot faster. It's ridiculously fast to the iPad mini one, and is crazy fast phone, yeah. But there are downsides as well, like, you know, that's because of other things.
Because it's small?
Not just that, but like there's a lot of features missing that you can get in most phones, but that gives you the speed, I guess, because it's less likely to crash.
Would you say that compared to, like, obviously this is your first smartphone?
Yeah.
So from your first smartphone, if you guys didn't know this, Callum owned this Nokia absolute legendary device. This is his first smartphone. What a smartphone to start off with.
Yeah, it's pretty
I mean,
good.
if you had to pick an iPhone, that's probably the best one to start off with. And so, thinking about like the change to a smartphone, how has that really impacted you? Because being someone who's watched you kind of go from like that, you're like always on your phone now, and like you're just like everyone else, and everyone's on their phone. And before you'd just be sat there like, guys. Now
notice me
you've got something else to do, and it's just like it's really happy because you're always happy on it. So how do you think has impacted your life?
I'm a lot less sociable. I'm gonna be straight up. Like I don't talk as much, but it's like, I guess there's good things as well. Like I'm constantly like entertained now because I used to just sit there and be a bit like that's good, but now it's just kind of always there. You know, it's always in my pocket, in my hand, wherever. The best thing for me is being able to listen to music without having to like plug in my headphones, put the iPad in my bag, and then like change it by getting it out of my bag, kind of thing. I can just pocket.
Yeah.
Sorted.
It's not.
Yeah. The only bad thing is the screen size.
So yeah, going into the negatives.
Yeah.
What do you think is the bad thing? Like, what's the main thing that stands out that's bad? Because I don't think it would be like, I don't know. For me, it would be the screen size, but for you, it would be something else.
That's one of them. Because I'm used to having the iPad to play games on, so now I have to kind of like sit here like, you know, squinting kind of deal here. But it's like I'm not disappointed with the screen size. Like I wouldn't go much bigger for a phone because I'm not a big phone person. But that's the bad thing. I can't really complain about it much, to be honest. Like
That's good.
There's a lack of apps in some areas. Like there's some things you can't really do, but generally, I'm pretty content with it, to be honest.
On a positive note, what do you think about like compared to other phones? Because you see like us and we've got like completely different phones. What do you think, like, would you have, if you'd have done this again, which, you know, it's only been like a couple of months since you owned this, would you do it differently, or do you think you'd be stuck with the same phone? Like, you know,
it's hard
given the
because
choice.
I've always had an Apple device of some description, because I used to have the iPod Touch first gen, then I went to the fourth, and then I had iPad mini 1, now I've got this. So I've kind of gotten used to iPhones and stuff, so I think moving to an Android would be a bit of a pain in the ass for me, because I'd have to like adjust.
Yeah, definitely.
But for features and like general usability kind of dealio, I think Android is better. But iPhones are easier kind of thing, like and I've got all my apps on there that I've bought and stuff, so that's good as well. But I don't know if I could.
Not necessarily going to Android, but would you have picked another iPhone, or would you have stuck with the same?
If I could choose any iPhone, I'd just go for the most recent one, because it makes sense really. I'd probably get the 6S Plus. I wouldn't get the 6S regular, because then I can play the games, but it's still not massive, because it's only, I think it's about this much bigger, isn't it?
Well, the iPhone 6
Plus.
The 6 Plus is about an average size screen, so like it's the big thing with iPhones is that their screen to body size ratio is really, really low.
Yeah.
So the screen actually takes up obviously the main part of the display. With iPhones, there's a lot of bezels and a lot of like chin and forehead.
Yeah, it's quite a difference. Like the screen starts about here.
Yeah. So with the the reason a lot of people think the 5S is a lot bigger than, the 6S Plus is bigger than it actually is not only because of its small screen to body ratio, but also because it's got a really slippery back, really slippery edges. Whereas with that, you've got a nice back, you've got like flat back and flat sides, which I think is really nice.
It's really square and it's easier to hold and like not as slippery.
I prefer the design of that.
Yeah, definitely. I think the only reason I get Android is to kind of like piss around kind of thing. You know, I just mess around with it. But if I was like genuinely using it, I'd get another iPhone.
Have you had any experiences with the iPhone that have made it like a really, really standout phone for you? Like, have there been points where you thought, wow, I'm glad I had that feature on my phone? Are there any points like that?
The camera, I think, is the main thing, because like it's crazy good for a handheld. Like, it's really good.
Do you think you'll still have this phone in 1 year's time?
Yes, I'll have it, but I don't think it'll be as good, because I think Apple devices have got a problem with that, because this is a year old, 2 years. I think it's just over a year.
3 years almost.
3 years, right? Well, it's gonna start dying, because they as it goes on, like 5 years probably, like it will stop iOS updates and all this. But
in 1 year.
In a year, I'll still have it and it'll still work. But beyond that, I'm not sure.
I think 1 year's a good gap. The thing is that like with Apple devices, they tend to last quite long. Like some iPhone 4s and 4Ss are still in use, and the 5 will die out before the 5S.
Yeah.
But
I've got a while to go yet, but it's getting there.
But say if that didn't happen, say if it would stay just as powerful throughout its entire life, do you still think in a year's time you'll think this is just as good as when I bought it?
It will be.
I
think the only time it's going to start going downhill is when they bring out new features like 4K cameras.
Yeah.
What do they have that on 6?
They have that on the 6S.
Yeah. When it keeps progressing, pressing it, it'll be a bit annoying. Like, oh, I've only got 1080p. Like, you know. But generally, it's like a good phone to use. You know, you can't complain.
I'll admit, I love my Nexus to bits, but some bits on it, you know, I've got all the features I can get, which is cool because with Android, it's quite like they don't really change much. The camera is only 1080p, and I'm like not happy with the camera. I've gone to iPhone. Since owning this, I've had 2 different iPhones, and they've both kind of done well. The iPhone 5's done well. The iPhone 6 has kind of died on me. Which was unfortunate, but I don't think that was like because of a reason specifically. But I've gone back to Android. Do you think that maybe in the future you might try out Android?
Yeah, I would.
Come back to your iPhone.
I'd try it out, but I don't think I'd.
Because iPhone's your home really now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like getting used to it, but I don't know. I just find iPhone easier than Android.
Yeah, it is.
They're a lot easier, but Android is more personalizable.
Yeah.
I don't know what customizable.
That's it.
Customizable. There's a lot more you can do with Android.
So
I've seen.
With Apple, like I've started on Android, gone to Apple, come back. Apple was like, it was good, but Android's my home. So you think like Apple's your home, and then you might try out some Android, but you're pretty much going to be stuck.
I'd probably come
Apple.
back, yeah.
That's good.
Because I've grown up around it, really.
Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. This has been a cool interview. I like this interview style.
It's pretty cool. It's good fun.
I think we're going to do a few of these.
Get some new people in on it.
By the way, your case is really nice.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's a really nice case. Where did you get it from?
eBay.
eBay. So
£15.
£15 on eBay to get yourself a nice wood.
And then you can get an official Apple one for $30, which is
leather.
Rubber.
Yeah, leather.
Is it leather? Is it?
It is
It's
nowhere near as nice as stuff.
And it's got like a little ridge going into the camera, which is gorgeous.
So guys, you know my feelings about Apple just a bit on and off really, but this has been a really fun video to do, and the 5S is probably the best designed one. Yeah, I'd say
for shape and body.
It might not be the best one, but for me it's the best all rounder. It's got the performance, the size, you know, the usability all in one. So yeah, you can pick these up for about £180 now used, which is good. And that's still quite competitive compared to like some of the newer phones that are out. And so thanks for watching, guys. If Callum, you want to lead us out here?
Alright, well this has been Kelsey and Ryan and on Fail Tech, and we'll see you in the next video.